everyone, it's Sammy. It was Oscars almost a week ago. Today is Friday when I'm shooting this, and I absolutely loved Penelope Cruz's look. It was such classic Hollywood. She looked stunning. Her styling was definitely the best of the night. Her dress was amazing too, but not, I mean, I preferred, I think, Michelle Williams's dress. I also loved Angelina Jolie's dress. That was stunning, even though the leg kind of took over. It's like, what's with the posing? Do it once or twice, but not the whole time. There's so many funny videos about Angelina Jolie's leg online right now. But for me, the Penelope's styling was the best. I loved her makeup. She was really channeling old Hollywood. It was so subtle but beautiful. And then I really liked, I know that there's a lot of differentiating opinions about her kind of fake bob, like the retro fake bob that she did, but I liked it. And also I think it's a good skill, you know, it's great to know how to do it. So I'll show you how to do it. It's a lot easier than it looks. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. I used Laura Mercier's Silk Cream Foundation as my base, and I haven't powdered, I haven't done anything else yet. So we're going to get straight on to the eyes. I'm going to use MAC paints in Bare Canvas, and I'm just going to use my finger to spread it all over my lids. And go a little bit under as well, not much. I'm then going to take MAC Brule and MAC 227 brush, and I'm just going to brush this really liberally all over my lid. Go all the way to the inner corner as well. I'm then taking Bobbi Brown Heather and my Sigma E55 brush. And I guess about, I would say 2/3 of the way in. Not all the way to the inner corner. Then take a MAC 217 and just blend that. I'm then going to use the same 217 and MAC Patina, and I'm going to go into the crease and lightly follow it. And using MAC Contrast and the MAC pencil brush, I'm just going to create like an outer V. So go along the crease and then pull it down. And don't worry about fallout because we can clean it all up after. Can you see that? Then use the same MAC Patina and the same 217 brush and blend the edges. Go over it again. Then take a little bit of the same contrast and using a MAC 239 brush, I'm just going to apply it neat, so to speak, just here in the outer corner. And I'm just going to blend the edge really lightly. I'm using Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner and my Shu Uemura 6M brush, and I'm just going to lightly line my eyes all the way to the inner corner. And get it into the lash line really well. Then on my waterline, I'm actually going to use brown. I'm going to use MAC Teddy, which is a really nice kind of chocolate brown. And I'm going to do both lower and upper waterline. Then I'm going to use a little bit of MAC Patina under my eyes, and I am using the Urban Decay shadow brush, and I'm just going to brush it, kind of really smudge it into the lash line. Then I'm cleaning up under the eyes. I'm using Touche Veloutee byTerry in a 1 and my Ruby and Millie foundation brush. It's much more than just your under eyes. So really bring it low. I'm using my MAC Prep and Prime to powder before I'm putting on my mascara. So I'm just going to do forehead, under the eyes really well. I use the Lumene Blueberry Curl mascara. I like this because it's really kind of light, and what we want to do is we want to create kind of feathery eyelashes. So I put a couple of coats brushed in between, but my eyelashes by themselves are not particularly long or feathery, so I'm going to use some fake lashes as well. So what I did was I put a little dot of lash glue on my hand, and I'm gonna, there's short, medium and long lashes here, so I'm going to kind of use a mixture. I'm going to start with the long, and the long ones I'm going to put a couple of the long ones in the very kind of outer corners. And then I'm just going to mix up a few of the mediums and a few of the shorter ones. So the overall effect is, I have actually done pretty much my whole eye on both eyes, but because they're individual lashes and I haven't put any mascara on them, the effect is still kind of lighter and more feathery than a full strip lash. Now while the lash is dry, I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm using the Lumene Eyebrow Control Wax. Doesn't need to be this brand, it could be any brand. And I'm just going to brush my brows up. Then I'm going to use MAC, I think this is Concrete. Yes, MAC Concrete for my brows. This is darker than my brow color, but I want my brows to be a little bit darker, and I'm going to also emphasize the arch. There was something really kind of almost Sophia Loren about Penelope Cruz at the Oscars. For the blush and highlight, I'm going to use my Shu Uemura, well, for the highlight I'm going to use my Shu Uemura 42 Peach, and I'm using a MAC 116 brush, and I'm just going to highlight the tops of my cheekbones. I like to take this kind of under my eyes a little bit as well. I really like the effect. And for the blusher, I'm using one of my favorites, Bobbi Brown Pale Pink, and I'm just going to keep using the same brush and just do the highest part of your cheeks, and I'm just kind of like almost not touching it. And then just clean up your, I tend to kind of clean up the extra powder, and I'm going to add a little bit more of the same highlighter just at the top of the blush. I like this highlighter because it's not shimmery. Now her lips were almost nude. I'm going to combine two lip pencils. I'm going to use MAC Soar, and I'm going to use Lumene Cranberry Kiehls lip liner in an 09 Nougat. I'm going to use this first, and this one has almost no red in it whatsoever. Then I'm going to use MAC Soar. And with my finger, I'm kind of going to blend it into my lips. I'm then going to take MAC Faux, which is I think this is satin. It's like a nude color, but it's actually quite a cold nude color. And I'm just going to use the same finger and pat it on. I could leave the lips just with the lip liner, but it's so drying that I prefer to do this. Okay, so here's hoping the hair comes out all right as well. I blow dried my hair. I just washed it and I used Frieda Frizz's Curl Reviver mousse, and then I combined it with a little bit of Kiehls Creme with Silk Groom, which I use pretty much every day. And so I've used one large roller, which was at kind of like the top of my head, and then the rest are medium sized here, and then kind of the smallest size here, and I've rolled them all down. So we'll remove these carefully. So now this is what it looks like. So I'm going to take my Mason paper. Oh, that was my keyboard. So I'm going to take my Mason Pearson brush, and I'm going to really, really gently brush out all the curls. First I'm just brushing them out like this, and then we're going to use a round barrel brush. So then I'm going to take a round barrel brush. This is quite a small barrel, and I'm going to start kind of finding the individual curls. So you have to kind of work with your own hair in order to make the curls happen. So take a section, it's probably too big of a section. So obviously if you've got longer hair, this is going to look even better because the difference will be more to your kind of normal hair, but also you'll have much thicker curls. So what I'm going to do is essentially find that curl, and then I'm going to start pinning them in place. So when you're kind of getting to a point where you're happy with the general shape, take some bobby pins. Mine are Goody and they're blonde, so they match your hair. It's really important to pick ones that match your hair because otherwise they're going to show. They're really tight as well. I'm going to take a few off, and essentially what you're going to do is work with the curls you've kind of brushed into place, and you want the length to be that of a bob. So you find the curl and you just literally under your hair, you pin it into place. Whoops. And then you can kind of spread them out a little bit as well. So that's how you create a fake bob. Now, obviously, you really want to hairspray it afterwards. I'm not going to do that now because I personally actually don't like the feeling of hairspray. I like the feeling of natural hair, and I'm going to wear my hair down later today. I'm going to hold on to the makeup, but I'm not going to have my little bob, unfortunately. It's probably going to be on a ponytail. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you like my channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!